basically, what we did is we made a picture looking like as if it was an obituary to put out to social media that I passed away. And the reason why we did that is to prove that people only really fuck with you once you're gone. And lo and behold, my phone has never been this blown up. There's people who saying they were literally just with me the other day when we took those pictures months ago. There's people who blowing up my phone acting like they care about me, knowing like I can't even get them to share my posts.
What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Mr. Fi Encounters. I am your host, Rock Fame, and I am here talking to artist, entrepreneur, graphic designer, producer, actress, whatever you, how many else things I could possibly say. She does it all. She's a jack of all trades. And she's finally out talking to us about her recent YouTube video. I don't have to introduce her. If you need to know any more about her, make sure to follow her, KDIKE Entertainment, or you can go on Mr. Fi Productions page on YouTube and check out her full interview. That's not going to do it no justice though, because there were major moves after that. So that'll just be a little bit of what she do and just a pinch of what she has done. So as we're talking to KDIKE, I want everybody to open up and be mindful that this is an honest moment. I do not condone negativity, so if you're going to come on the page to say anything off the way, just give it a like, give it a share, and keep your opinions to yourself, because we're here to uplift and to talk some positive energies into the air. We're going to get down to the reason why, even though if you check the YouTube video out, you would see why, but just to get in depth, I am going to be the representation of all the questions pretty much combined into one. I looked at the comments. I looked at the people posting about it, and a lot of it sounded a little jealous mode. I'm not gonna lie. This is just Rock Fames. Listen, you can kill me later. You can kill me later. I'm so sorry, KDIKE. If I'm saying something off the wall,
No, you good.
Okay, all right. I just wanted you to put it out there. Okay, now this is personal. Before I even let KDIKE speak, let me get this out the way. The reason why I feel the way I feel right now is because I wasn't just a regular fan. I don't know what I meant to her, but I know what she meant to me. On the 19th, me and Colors always, we were at a meeting. We always do, I think it was the 19th or the 20th. I believe it was the 20th, whatever Monday that was. We were doing our meeting after the meeting of the minds. That happened that Sunday, and we were supposed to film my first podcast episode, and when we went on, I was just scrolling through my Facebook, and I saw it, and I was like, that's dope. Scroll, didn't even think about it, just poop poop. I was actually about to share it, because not thinking about it, when you support somebody for real, you don't think about what they're doing sometimes. It'd be like, she posted, yep, and that was it. Like, and luckily I didn't, because I didn't want to push anything that might have been fake. You gotta understand, people get hacked all the time.
Right.
I didn't want nobody killing you off without your say so. Like, what if it was a joke? What if it was a prank? I don't find shit like that funny. Excuse my language. I'll make sure to cover that next time. But I don't find that funny. So we kept on, and then the phone call started. The Instagram started, the inbox started, and like I said on my video a few days ago, if me and Colors upset anyone that we didn't have the information, because everybody hit us up like we was TMZ, like we were supposed to know what the hell was going on.
Right.
And I was like, dude, we hearing it too. Like, what are you doing? But for everybody that actually did care, I'm gonna tell you now, there were a lot of tears. We got phone call after phone call. There was really no meeting. The industry, the inner industry, at least on our end, because she works with everybody in the city. Very versatile, very fully marketable. But on our side, we do have a little unit, just a network of people that we mess with on our own, as far as, connecting with podcasts, all the way from CCG Network to, Mr. Fi Productions to, Sandra Wilson to J. Paul, you know what I mean? All the way from Atlanta, Savannah, Georgia was hitting us up, Tori Weldon. There was a lot of people that was distraught. It changed the whole trajectory of our day. I'm not gonna lie, I was very upset at first because I'm gonna keep it 100. I found out it was not real way before everybody else did. I did my research. People, I know people, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, I'm not gonna give up how, but I had my ways of finding out it was fake. I was good after that. I could not say nothing though, because it wasn't for me to say.
And I respect that.
You feel me?
I respect that.
Like, at the end of the day, I was like, whatever the goal she has here, I am about to be the one to mess it up.
I respect that.
So, just real fast, before we get with the questions, is there anything you want to say to your listening public that you may not have said on the initial video? Because it was short and sweet, which what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? It gave you the ups and downs of everything and the emotions that you were feeling at the moment. But is there anything you want to say, just PSA to everybody?
One, if you didn't understand the documentary, there's no need for you to watch this interview. You already have in your head why I did it, so there's no need for you to try to understand on a deeper level. You're not going to get it, and that's cool. It's not for everybody to understand. Two, shout out to all the haters, because, you know, I never respond to them anyway. So y'all just showed y'all true colors to the people who didn't see that side of my support. That's all I gotta say.
Right, and I'm gonna correct you there. To keep it real, when it comes to haters, I want you to keep watching my videos. Absolutely, keep talking. I love it. I love it. And I do want you to understand why she did it. And the reason why is because you can hate all you want to. Hate comes from made up scenarios in your head and feelings about yourself that you're portraying onto somebody else. Fact has to be respected though, at the end of the day.
Talk to him.
So, like, we're going to get through the questions. Like I said, this is from the small part of the industry that we know, people that were close to us that actually, you know, really cared about your well-being. You know what I mean? And we were losing people too much. It was a heavy hit. You have to know that. It was a heavy hit. Like, I cried. Asker, me and Colors was here. My first interview, I'm not going to lie, like, it failed. All right? Colors, he's an awesome guy. The fact that he was talking about what he was talking about with me was great, but the energy wasn't there. Like, you could see it all in our face. There's no kind of camera angle and filter I could have put that did not portray me in Colors just fucking sad. I'm very serious, but we're gonna get on with the questions, guys. It's not much. Make sure that you are fully respectful in the comments. Trust me, I'll be watching, guys. So in the YouTube video, remember KDIKE Entertainment YouTube, go subscribe, go like right now, go watch the documentary. We heard your reason for doing the social experiment on your YouTube. In your own words, please explain to everyone, why would you choose to fake your own death? There were many ways to weed out haters. I've done it. I just want to know, like, because, you know, it's common on YouTube. I looked it up, and about maybe 65% of the algorithm that I typed in as far as people faking their death, even for a prank or publicity, you know, it usually shoots numbers up. So everybody think that it's a publicity stunt. So why would you choose to fake your own death personally?
Alright, before I even answer that, for the people who think it's a publicity stunt, I don't think personally that would make sense to have people hate you. Like, I would do something just for people to be against me. I don't see a point in that, but, you know, it's the people who are trying to out me publicly, who are trying to correct me in public, that are doing it for publicity. If you cared about my well-being, why do you feel like you have to check me publicly? Why didn't you come to me in my inbox?
Not gonna lie, I didn't do that. You're absolutely right. I think the only thing I posted about you was like, what happened to KDIKE?
Right.
That's it. That's pretty much as far as that went. And besides, I already knew you were okay. Sure. I didn't need to go in your inbox.
That's true. But the reason, it's crazy how it started. I was at a show. I was at Atlantis at one of Acacia's shows, and I had my flyer. Anybody who knows, I have the SE Hip Hop flyer. And the dude walked up to me and he was just like, "This you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this me." He's like, "Oh, like I thought this was your dead people's." And I'm just like, how does he get an obituary? Like, how do you get an obituary from a flyer?
What?
Right. So I'm just like, okay. So that was in the back of my head. So then I was just thinking, everybody talks about how, there's a lot of fake love going on. And there's a lot of people who say that, they like to portray that they have this support for me when I know it's really not real. And I was just like tired of it. I'm just like, you know what? I just told my homeboy, this literally it was like no planning at all. It was like, you know what? We was looking at this picture and it was like, this looks like an obituary. I was like, you know what? Like, no, let's do it. Like, I'm about to show them there's really fake love out here and I was like, watch how much people are going to act like they really love me. And he was just like, all right, let's do it. And that's how that came about. It was really no planning to it. But it's like, after a point, you just get tired of the lack of support. And then once we got into the experiment, it started getting deeper than the lack of support. It's like, why is there so much hate? Like, I can understand there's no support, but why is there so much hate? Like, why are us as a people so insensitive? Because what if I was really dead?
That's it.
Like, what if it was true? And my family had to read the comments and see the shares. Because my family did see it. A lot of people did see it. And I had to convince them, don't say, it's cool. You don't have to say nothing. It's it hurt them more not having to respond. My mom was like, what if this was real?
Yeah. And they couldn't defend you. And that hurts even more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then after, I don't know, I'm not supposed to name drop exactly, but someone was on a post and outwardly said, you're not famous enough for this. And I was like, I work for 2 major labels, and I was like, I've never even heard of you.
I know you're talking about.
And I know a lot of people.
That was very cute.
It wasn't even cute. I'm grown as fuck. Excuse me. I didn't think it was cute at all. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. But either way,
it ain't even at the end of the day, it's like, why would I care about what major labels think about me? I'm not about to have a certain image just so people could pick me up. People nobody's going to want to sign you after this. Who did I even say anything about wanting to be signed? Did I say this was to drop a mixtape? I can understand if I dropped a mixtape the next day or the day of. I didn't drop no music. This ain't about the music.
Hey, listen, I was on some, why can't I do this? She could have just dropped a sex tape and it would have did the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
Let me stop it. So explain what type of support you expected after this.
I didn't expect no support. The results were the results, as proven. There's a lot of people hitting me up who were beefing with me, knowing they had no good intention. They was hitting me up, yo, you good? There's a lot of people blowing my phone up. There's a lot of people that I've been reached out to, trying to connect with them, trying to reach out to me, and it was just really baffling. Like the same dude I hit you up months ago. Same people I talked to years ago. Couldn't even get a response from me, but you think I'm dead. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, you didn't even waste no time to post RIP under my comments. It's like, oh, you was happy. Like, you happy now. Like, you trying to basically confirm that, are you gone for real?
There it is.
I didn't expect no support. What it was is what it was.
That's what it was.
The people who supported me from the jump, I already knew who it was. And the people, I already knew who was going to come around. So it was like, you just proved the experiment correct.
Right.
Thank you.
We're going to go through journalism 101 and we're going to hit the 5 W's and we're going to end this, all right? Because we went through a lot just now and already a lot of questions have gotten answered to the point where I didn't have to ask certain questions because it was already taken care of. Mm-hmm. So, who were you really targeting with the social experiment? Because I feel like you were coming at a group of people and you've answered that earlier, but because I know for a fact, I can say that the meeting of the minds, your music still plays. Okay, G Money still plays it. Okay, if it's on my rotation because I put you in my playlist, I share it automatically, no questions asked. Okay, in Atlanta, I believe you were in Atlanta. Was it Atlanta? It was in Georgia. It was when you brought 1 billion people with you.
Yeah,
was that Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Atlanta. I remember seeing the flyer, and I brought 3 people out there, and I said, go support my chick. I ain't gonna lie. And it's little things like that that I don't publicize, but I know that type of support you get from me for sure. You know what I mean? So that's why I felt like, you know, you weren't talking and doing this for everyone. Obviously, you weren't trying to hurt your family. You weren't trying to hurt nobody extra.
Right.
You just weeded out the weak and the strong, like literally around your space and your circumference, you know? So we already talked about what the results were from all of this. We saw people come out to Woolworth and to see how they really feel about you. And at the end of the day, that clears your energy.
Yeah.
And it makes your path even more, you know, sturdy to stand on. You know what I mean? So, where in your new entrepreneurial career did you feel you needed to prove your worth to anyone from someone that exerts so much confidence?
I didn't feel it was trying to prove to anyone. I feel like it was shedding a light on something that a lot of people talk about, but we don't have a solution to the problem. Everybody knows when you die, everybody acts like you love you. Okay, but at the end of the day, mental health is still real. There's people out here who don't really know if people love them, who are suicidal. Personally, me, I'm not suicidal. No matter what nobody say to me, it's not gonna make me take my life. But just think about it from other people's perspectives and that really go through this. Like, I really seen a post on Facebook where somebody got murdered, but people were really making fun of it. Like, I'm really not dead, but think about the family that he had to go through, seeing those comments. They was really making fun of this man's death.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to talk about it. And these are people's kids, like the same parents who are coming for me, judging me for my actions. These are your kids in the comments.
And it's the truth, because I have a feeling, listen, in 2019, there was someone that bullied me so bad. I'm a grown-ass woman. And that person bullied me so bad and dragged my name through Charleston with all lies. And I remained quiet. I didn't say a word, okay? But that shit killed me inside. I almost gave up everything. Mental health is nothing to play with.
Right.
And that's why I understand what you mean, because if I'd have died as a result of that, everybody that I was reaching out for to help me, to stop it, would have been like, oh my God,
right.
Oh my God,
right.
Oh my God. But y'all ain't do nothing. Y'all ain't talk to that person.
Right.
You feel me? Y'all ain't stop that person from saying anything about me. And like, I was literally not suicidal, but I was down, spiraling in depression. Right. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. And that is nothing to play with, guys. But, okay, yeah, you answered all the questions. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I want to go back to the one when you was talking about my views.
Oh, yeah. So, the Black Sheep got 4K plus. K Shuffle got about 400 and change. Cuba Links got about 4.3 thousand. Where do you feel the lack of support was?
So, like, the interesting about my YouTube page, if people actually like go on my YouTube page, any video that's above 2,000 came from that same type of hate. So if it's in the 4Ks, the 3Ks, it came from that same type of hate with 300, 400 shares with people bashing me. People have this narrative that I have so much love and support, but they don't know all them views came from a negative limelight. People wasn't watching it, oh, let me check her out, she might be dope. They were already in their mind like, nah, let me check this out, this is what everybody's talking about. So it's like people, when I went to Atlanta, people was like, yo, you had so much support, all those people was on stage. Literally probably about 20 people came, probably about 17 of those people are cut off now. Like, no, like people just have this perspective. It's not always what it seems. And I learned that from that trip. It's like, it wasn't worth having a lot of people on stage because they didn't make me look good at all. It was like, so it's like, people like, you get so much support. Where? Like, you see what you see because that's probably what you may want, but I promise you, it's always more to the, it's always more behind the scenes.
Right.
And people don't understand that. They always want to, be envious and jealous and want what you have, but if people did what I did, like, nobody could do what I just did Monday. Like, mentally, I don't think people could handle it. Maybe 5 or 10 people talking about you, but 400, almost 500 shares, you getting bashed?
Yeah.
No, it took a toll on my mental, and I don't expect sympathy from it because I knew what I was doing. I knew the risk in doing that. But it's like, people always trying to bash stuff that they wouldn't be able to handle.
Well, I mean, later on, that makes you stronger for anything anyone else has to say, do, come at you with. You already took them bullets. You feel me? You already took them hits. Right. You've been there already. So even with the new comments that came across, it's like, you were not stopping anything. You know what I mean? You're not stopping. I'm not being biased. Let me just say that right now. I don't want everybody to think that, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know her personally. Okay, we don't talk every day. There's not selfies and memes going back and forth on the phone. You feel me? I don't know her family. She don't know my family. This is just somebody that I've watched grow literally from 2015 when I was sniffing around the industry. When you were dabbling, when I was just hearing your name out there. When I stepped in on the team, 2016, 17, started to hear a little more. I don't know why your name was coming up then. Because I don't know how long you've been doing this, but I just dabbled with so many people that it just circulated. And then when I finally got to work with her, and I don't mean like work hand in hand with her, but she started to come to bless the meeting of the minds. And it was like the best thing ever. And she ended off that with a major performance. She had the whole stage rocking, you feel me? And we took that and we graduated her on to the next step. And honestly, if I feel that if you can't handle where she is right now in her business and what she's trying to do in her future, like the video and share it anyway. Because regardless if it came from hate or not, you saw her. You feel me? You watched it and you were interested enough to care, alright? So, and I gotta say this, I can put the phone down now. Most of these questions were coming from, like I said, people like me, like Eric, like Colors, like Patrice that was crying, like Headliner that was boo-hooing on the phone. That did give a little bit of personal type of support. We're not talking about the people that were in your inner circles and stuff. We were just all the people that just wanted to see you win. Mind you, you graduated for something that we still rock with already. Right. When Getty Music took off, we supported them and we always support them, you feel me? When Soldiers in General took off, you know, he did that too. There's a lot of people that's not just you that has graduated from the meeting of the minds, but that's what it was for. That's what the platform is for you to get your step in and to go take off. We don't expect you to be here for years, damn it. We expect you to come back and say hello, but we don't expect you to be here forever. It's like graduating high school, don't come back. Like you're supposed to come back and give love, and shouts to the ones that do. We did have a lot to come back and stuff like, oh yes, girl, people I ain't even meet yet. It was crazy. But anyway, this has been Mr. Fi Encounters. Thank you, KDIKE, for coming through and talking with us because honestly, I think people in my position needed to hear you from a personal one-on-one type of feel. You feel me? The YouTube video didn't give me enough justification as somebody in my position to not be mad at you.
Yeah, I know. I was upset because it was like...
But I'm okay now. Like
you could have told me. You could have told me. But, you know... I told one person out of the respect because we had business like later that week and I told them not to say nothing. Right. And then they told the person that outed it and I don't respect that. Right. Because it was not your place. Right. Like I told a couple people and they didn't say anything and I was like, that's why I said I respect you because it's not your place to decide what I do with something I choose to do. Like you might have thought you was right in the moment, whether they did it for clout or whatever reason they did it for. Like, it's not going to work in your favor, and it didn't. Like, the experiment still finished like it was supposed to. Shout out to everybody that held it down, man. For real. Word. And thank you for coming through. This has been Mr. Fi Encounters. Make sure to follow, subscribe, KDIKE Entertainment. Check out the documentary. Check out the latest project on all social media platforms. And make sure to subscribe to Mr. Fi Productions. Oh, and ROCLIFE podcast. Thank you. Yeah. So like seeing that, it just proved it even more. Cause another reason what motivated me to do this, I seen someone got killed a month ago. And, you know, instead of people actually being mature about it, they was cracking jokes literally just like this. And it's just sad to see that we've come to a time where, you know, people's deaths, like people gone, it don't even matter to people no more. Like, yeah, some people acting like they love me knowing they wasn't rocking with me, but it's just even more crazy that when people pass, it's a joke to people. That is something that people just really want, that clout, that attention so bad that they have to make fun of somebody's death. Like, people gonna say all day that I did this for clout, and you can say what you want, but you still talking about me. It's deeper than that, man. Like, I don't just make music because I make music. I do what I do because I really care about the community. And in order to change an environment, you have to attack it head on with the root of the problem to get to the solution. So if I gotta be the black sheep that gets outcasted because of the way I move and the things that I'm willing to do that other people aren't willing to do, I'll do it every day. And this is bigger than me.